It's happening. It's happening again, boys and girls. People losing their fucking mind. It's March all over again. Mario Odyssey is just 2 weeks away. We are right there. We're so close to playing this godly game, Odyssey, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. And I know a couple of you guys might have seen Edge's review that came out leaked a little bit early, and of course, to no one's real surprise, like no one's really surprised, got a 10 out of 10 from Edge, you know, and rightfully so. You know, this game does look really good. I'm personally excited for it. I like Mario, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm not like a diehard fan, but I didn't like 3D World very much at all. But this game, I played the demo at Target, and it was great. Feels great, plays great, looks great. Can't wait for this. It's gonna be awesome. But a couple people, especially on Twitter, these people are mad, you know, and it's kind of funny, you know. I find the hatred amusing. It's great. It's great to see people mad, you know, over Nintendo making good games. It's funny to hear the excuses. Oh man, that nostalgia, man. That's why that game's getting that 10 out of 10. Not because it's a good game, right? Because remember, if anyone knows how to make first party exclusive, it's not Nintendo, apparently. Okay. So I was confused. I'm thinking to myself, like, why is it that these people find all these excuses every time a game? The same thing happened with Zelda. When Zelda came out, it was getting 9s and 10s across the board. Everyone was saying, oh, it's not even that good of a game. It's only getting that score because Zelda's on the title. It's only getting that score because it's a Nintendo game. It's a Nintendo exclusive, and Nintendo games get a pass. Get this mystical, magical pass that people like to pretend exists in the industry, right? But whenever you want to say that, oh, there's Nintendo bias in the industry, people are like, oh no, everyone's fair to Nintendo because, you know, that's just the way the industry works, right? But then when the industry gives Nintendo, you know, credit when they make good ass games, it's just bias. It's just a bias. It's just because it's a Nintendo game. Really? You don't say. Oh, okay. All right, let's go with that for a second. Let's go with that logic that Nintendo games only score well because they're Nintendo games or because Mario's in the title or whatever, right? Let's go with that for a second, my boy. Where the fuck were you last generation with the Wii U when these games were coming out and they were getting low ass scores all across the board? My boy, you can't be serious. Star Fox Zero, 69 on Metacritic, my boy. A 69 on Metacritic. Come on, man. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, 50 fucking 8 on Metacritic. What the fuck? Trash game. I'm glad I didn't buy that garbage. It was terrible. We got Mario Party 10, 66 on Metacritic. These are big games. These are Mario games, my boy. Mario's in the title. Fuck it. He's on the cover, man. He's on the cover of these games, and yet these games are getting 60s and mid and low 60 scores. Amiibo Party Festival. Animal Crossing, one of the biggest franchises for Nintendo. Big franchise, huge nostalgia. Everyone knows Animal Crossing. 46 on Metacritic. But wait, what happened to the bias? What happened to the nostalgia? Where's the nostalgia, guys? Come on. I thought Nintendo games got a pass because, you know, Mario was in the title or Mario was on the cover or because they're Nintendo exclusives. I thought Nintendo games got a pass. Oh, you don't want to bring up these games though. Interesting. So when Nintendo games like Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, games that don't come out very often at all, get 9s and 10s across the board, you guys are mad. Oh, it's just because of nostalgia. These games aren't even that good. These games are nothing but mediocre. These games are mediocre games that don't deserve the 9s and 10s and the 10s across the board, right? Who wants to play these games? Fuck that, right? But then all these games that came out on the Wii U that got low ass Metacritic scores, didn't sell very well, didn't review very well, no one went out to buy them. You guys are quiet. You guys are real quiet. Interesting. So out of 30 games that score average or bad, you guys are quiet. But then that 1 or 2 games that get to 9 out of 10, you guys are losing your fucking minds, acting as if every Nintendo game gets a 9 out of 10 from every reviewer. Interesting. When ARMS came out, where people weren't giving that game 9s and 10s. Splatoon came out, no 9s and 10s. These games were still scoring pretty well, 7s and 8s, but not 10s across the board. Pokken Tournament, I didn't see no 10s across the board for that game either. Just didn't see it. So what happened to the bias? I thought Nintendo games got a pass. Oh, maybe they don't. Maybe it's y'all niggas that is just upset whenever a Nintendo game comes out and it does well, and it gives you guys another reason right? To want to buy the console, but you can't handle that shit. You can't handle another reason to buy a Nintendo console. You're too busy looking for reasons to hate it. You're working too hard. You're looking for too many reasons to discredit it and say it's a garbage console, but it's hard. It's hard, isn't it? When all these great exclusives come out and they're getting high scores and you're just sitting there looking for every excuse in the book to downplay the high score, but then you'll turn around and buy a game day one that's got loot boxes in it, right? Give that game of the year. Shadow War, ooh, you guys are loving that, huh? How them loot boxes treating you, my boy? Yeah, okay.